treasure hunt, so what you swingin'? Gone diggin', we treasure hunt, so what you swingin'? Gone diggin', we treasure hunt, so what you swingin'? Gone diggin', we treasure hunt, so what you swingin'?
Go Virginia in the house, but not the House of Burgesses. One's got a relic room, the other's for emergencies.
Say what?
Yeah, Matt's a mellow fellow, got swag with Monticello. The Hoovers give a damn, invite him to their jams where they dig up all the yellow.
Yellow.
Channel grows like Portobello, Gigmaster on the text, Aquachigger on the cello. Asking questions to the best, takes his practice up a level. Rock the mic like Neville, going live from the Relic room, you streaming with the rebel. He's got the master plan, stuck together like a Lego. The man deserves an ego, dug a 1600s coin, used an oversized shovel. He could sweep it on the land and can scuba underwater. He's a student of the game and his brain is getting bigger from all the dedication that he has to treasure hunting.
Gone diggin', we treasure hunt, so what you swingin'? Gone diggin', we treasure hunt, so what you swingin'? Gone diggin', we treasure hunt, so what you swingin'? Gone diggin', we treasure hunt, so what you swingin'?
Good evening, and what is up? How about that for absolutely epic intro music? Man, it's super cool. You feel like you've made it when Metal Detecting NYC Merrill drops you your own rap song, and absolutely love it. So DK said, now it's going to be stuck in his head and it matches my hat. It's everything I've ever wanted out of one individual song. So, hope you guys are all having a great evening this evening. I wanted to stop in and do a little bit of an update and a welcome to all of the new folks who happen to be out and about on a Saturday night hanging out. But, you know, I just wanted to stop in and say hi and kind of drop some other stuff along the way as we go through this. Meryl said that's how he felt when he got interviewed on Gone Diggin'. I don't know, man. I absolutely love this. I've been waiting for a long time to share that out, and it's gonna go really well, like Ralph McGee said, for latest street credit to the Rap Snacks people, and we're gonna get into sponsorships later. So, I think if I do something like that, Rap Snacks sure shoe in. Oh, I think I just woke the baby up. Shh, I'm sorry. So just a big shout out to everybody in here. I really hope I didn't wake the baby up doing my 9 o'clock live stream because she's just in the room behind me here. Larry Stewart first in the chat. Ezra Kidder. Metal Detecting NYC is here. Underwater Canuck, my one of my new members of the Gone Diggin' crew, here hanging out with us. Mark Thomas, DK, Ralph McGee, Brad's in here. All kinds of great folks. Julie's here. Frankie's here. So if you see my face on a Rap Snacks bag, you're going to die early. I hope not. Steven is here. I'm glad to have you guys here hanging out. 22 great folks who spend a little bit of time on a Saturday night here to hang out with me in the Relic room. So I just kind of wanted to go over a couple things that I wanted to talk about. Just channel-wise and all that kind of stuff. It's not like the most exciting stuff in the world, but I think it'll make sense. Since you guys did see it, if you see one of those little green folks over there, they're part of the Gone Diggin' crew and part of the membership that we have here on the channel, just rolled out by YouTube. They help support the channel and a little contribution, and they get shout outs, and we hang out, and I share behind the scenes stuff and all of that kind of jazz with the crew a little bit earlier than the normal Tuesday or Thursday videos. It's Kristen. I knew that, Kristen. I knew that because of our email. I'm just blanked. But so that's kind of cool. We've added that to the channel as well. Another thing that's probably going to happen in the next couple weeks, well, I know it's going to happen, is we are going to diminish the live streams. I know that's going to make a lot of people not really happy, but the way that YouTube has kind of contributed and treated my channel with live streams is just going to go away for a little while. We'll do into like just live streams from the field here and there. I really like Merrill's hanging out live digging on the beach. We're going to be doing some of that stuff and a lot of other cool stuff like that. But the live streams in general, like we'll do one from DIV, we'll do a beach one, we'll definitely do a live stream from the Gone Diggin' Beach Blast, and a lot of different stuff like that. But we're going to kind of change the channel up a little bit and try to introduce some more educational content along with just the entertainment value of going out and finding old things in the ground. So that's going to be really cool. I'm really excited about that. Speaking of our other members, we have Kristen here. Not with us is Kay's Digging It Back. She is a channel part of the Gone Diggin' crew, and Cliff as well. So big shout out to those guys for supporting me and making the dream live on. Indiana Tones is here. Who else did I see pop in? Did I miss? Yeah, so that's kind of cool stuff that's happening. And this virus stuff has, like, I won't say it's stopped me from going out and metal detecting and creating content, but it is certainly slowed things down. We put out a lot of content last month. I think I put out 10 videos. That ended up with 2 videos a week, and some of those having 2 weeks having 3 videos. So I'm pretty excited about that. We're going to put out 8 videos next month. I needed a little bit of a break to be able to capture some of that content and bring you guys some of that stuff kind of repeating in the next month. If there is something that you guys want to learn about a metal detector, don't hesitate to send me an email of a video you'd like to see. I've got I get requests for more live digs or more something or another, and I try to fulfill those requests as best as possible. It's because you guys, you help me make better content every week, and that's why I'm here. So it's gonna be cool. So I had a request from Julie to do more live digs. So we're going to add some more live digs to the channel as well. Boom. Ezra, thanks for the support, my friend. He is our newest member of the Gone Diggin' crew. Welcome up. Welcome, buddy. Super cool, and right on. What else did I want to talk about? I did want to talk about the Beach Blast. It is still going to happen. In some capacity, the Beach Blast is going to happen, and it's going to be awesome. I am really, really excited about it. I know it's still far. October seems like an eternity away, but it'll be here before we know it, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Metal Detecting NYC is gonna be there. He's gonna be speaking. I talked to the Gigmaster last night. I think he'll be there. We're working on a few more folks, but with all of this travel arrangements, all this stuff, it's really wrecked a lot of things. So I guarantee we're gonna have a good time. I got another sponsor, C&G Sand Scoops is going to be a title sponsor for the Beach Blast, and they're donating 3 sand scoops to give away as door prizes. I am really, really excited about that. So I can't tell you how excited about that I We've got Vaunt headlamps. We've got 40 headlamps to give away for a evening beach dig. We've got metal detectors. I think I've got a Simplex. I've got a Vanquish. And maybe even if we just get lucky enough, we're going to have an Equinox to give away as well. Plus, we've got five great locations to go metal detect. Great folks to teach you and to go out and kind of facilitate going out on the beach and learning some new stuff. So I'm really excited about that. Brandon from Adventure Archaeology is here. What is up, my friend? Super excited about the beach blast. With some other cool stuff. I am currently working on a permission for a organized metal detecting event. Possibly, I don't know if it'll be the fall of this year, but at the latest, it will be spring 2020, 2021. So it's going to be that we have that coming in. If that shapes up and we can get a contract with a landowner, you're looking at a very large property with a Civil War battlefield and multiple home sites. Holy smokes. Julie, thank you very much. That is way too kind. Next level. Thank you. Ooh, you got me. You got me, Julie. Super awesome. Julie is from Virginia as well. And where did she say she was from? She will be here. Born and raised a Virginian, follow you across the state. Well, Julie, I appreciate that, and I am more than thankful for that. Ezra said I'm not a rich man by any means. Dude, I appreciate that, Ezra. Huge channel supporter. Julie, thank you. This is ridiculous. You guys are way too kind. Mark Sexton's popped into the chat. Mark, how are you doing, buddy? So we've got that going on. What else do we have? I wanted to talk a couple minutes about there's a lot of new machines coming out. Well, we know the Apex that by Garrett is coming out well, at least the release of it is May 15th, so that's next Friday. I'm kind of interested. I did a couple I was pretty hard on them. I'll be honest. Didn't hold anything back. And on their trailer videos or their release videos, and I hope I didn't really hurt anybody's feelings too bad, but it's just a metal detector, and it's just my own personal opinions, and we know about opinions. So I was just interested to know if what you guys are thinking about that metal detector. If you guys have any desire to get it. I mean, I can certainly grab one, and as soon as they come out, and I'll get Jerry over at Cold Harbor Metal Detectors to kind of hopefully get one in my hands, and we'll go out and play with it. I have a lot of really interesting ideas as to what the machine is and what the market is. I think think a little deeper about marketing than some of the other folks who have been reviewing and talking about it. But, I don't know. That's just me. Brad's not his 16th birthday, but his birthday's May 16th, just saying. Anything close by would be awesome. My husband's stuck in Iraq indefinitely. Oh, that is tough. That is tough, Kristen. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope he makes it home safe. Brandon says, being a previously sponsored, speak from experience on the pressure to be over the top on reviews. I don't think I'll ever be sponsored by anybody when it comes to metal detecting. And I think that's because, one, I use too many different types of machines, and I don't believe in one machine for everything that you're doing. So, Brad, you rascal, you. Welcome to the crew. Brad's if you guys saw the thumbnail, Brad's the new behind the scenes cameraman, and we're trying out some different camera angles and doing some different work. We did something absolutely insane yesterday. Hunter, what's up, man? We went diving in the smallest creek I've ever been in, and it was 15 foot deep, and it was crazy. So that video is gonna. We went metal detecting for a metal detector to give you guys a hint as to what we were doing. We got a call. I got a call that somebody said, "Hey, I lost my metal detector in this creek. Would you come look for it?" And I said, "Absolutely, I'll come look for it." And we went metal detecting for a metal detector. We didn't find the metal detector. I'll spoil it right now, but we did find some other cool stuff, and we dove in an absolutely insane place. Bring the truth to the surface, which is far from undervalued. Much appreciated, man. It's tough. It's tough to find a balance in between what you think and feel and presenting it well. And I try my very best to present what I think should be factual information about machines or anything like that. Sailor Steve, what is up, Steve? Nice to see you here. Steve's coming to the Beach Blast. That's going to be a great time. Other new machines coming out, and I've heard about it. The Fisher Pulse machine. I've actually seen an example of it, and I've heard from a field tester about it. He uses it as a pickup gold machine in places already pounded to death. So I don't know about that. I know a few folks who were hanging out and waiting on the Fisher Gold machine, and it just never seemed to show up. But I know somebody who has a pre-ordered one, and Fisher actually called them within the last week and said, "Do you still want the machine?" And he said, "Of course I do." So that machine could be coming out in the very close foreseeable future. I wouldn't hold my breath on it. It's been a long time coming. So we'll see. I don't know. Ezra said he doesn't know what to think about the Apex. Probably going to wait and see thing for me. Yeah, I really think it's going to be, I think it's really going to be something not quite for everybody, but I think it's going to be a great machine. Garrett does produce a good quality machine, and more importantly, they stand behind their product and they take it back, they repair it, and they treat their customers right. I have a review video on the channel. I'm not bashing them as a company. I think they're great. I really want to see them step their game or elevate their machines to the next level of what they could be. So, but we'll see. Larry says he has too many machines already. So, there you go. See, cross-pollination. Julie, checking out Brandon's Adventure Archaeology's channel. I mean, you guys go take care of each other, in the chat. If somebody produces videos, go over there and see what they're doing. Support each other. That's what this is all about. And you guys have been way too kind to me already. So, yeah. Sell them what you said you paid for them. No doubt, man. So Tuesdays, Thursdays videos, we kind of talked about that. Other cool thing. Hey, we hit 5K here on the channel. And that's really that's pretty cool. I've been doing YouTube seriously for a little, really about 3 years, and I never thought there would be much more than this. Just a fun place to come and hang out and share my adventures, and that's really fun. NC Diggin's here, Bouncer Slab, and Real Nature's here, and yeah, it's really cool. It's honestly, it's not about the numbers. It's about hanging out with you guys and doing this kind of stuff. So Southern Relic said Nocta Macro has a field test units of a kids detector they developed waterproof also. Yeah, I think that's they're calling that thing the mini horde, and I've seen some pictures of it, and it looks pretty cool. One of the machines I find to be underrated for the kids detectors is the White's kids version of the detector. It's small, it's compact, it looks like it's pretty lightweight, and I've actually played with it, and it's not your normal, like, what do you think of a cheap Radio Shack days machine. It's a really nice machine. So I think between the mini horde and that White's machine, man, it's a really cool opportunity for people to get their kids involved in metal detecting. So I really like it. What else? I think that's kind of about it. I just wanted to stop in and say hi, be around, and adding some new stuff and kind of talking to you guys about that and hanging out. It's a little late for Saturday night. Well, I mean, the baby still sleeps, so that's the best part. Julie said it's about the quality videos, and you're there. That's why I watch, and I appreciate that. We're going to try to bump that up to the next level. I don't know if you guys, not everybody's into fossils or things like that, but I'd like to try to expose fossil hunting to more people, because I think it's a fun thing that you can really do with your family. And there's a lot of great places, either here in Virginia or South Carolina, North Carolina. Georgia has some great fossils, Florida. Just the places I know of. And then you go out west and you find the really cool stuff like T-Rexes and raptors and stuff like that. But Colorado has phenomenal fossils as well. DK, you should be out there digging up dinosaur bones. But I'm going to do a video about how, like, a few of the different sites I use, and really it's no different than anything else. It's, you got to go knock on a door and ask for permission. Steven said, I'm the reason you found your deep buckle. I'm not the reason. I just gave you a little tip. I didn't do anything. You did the hard work. You listened to the signal and you decided to dig it. That's where it is. It's going to be, it's up to you. Jason says, would you advise not to go out detecting Mother's Day morning? Also, do you drive far and wide, and how much time do I get to get away from work? All right. I will tell you my wife's story. This year, me and my wife will be married 10 years. It's been an incredible. We've known each other for over 15 since we were in high school, really. And I'll tell you the exact day, September 25th, 2011. It was 8 p.m. on our anniversary day, and I was in a construction site. We've been married for 1 year, and we were supposed to go out, and I found this incredible construction site. It had bullets, it had Civil War buttons, it had coins, it had everything you ever dream of. It had privies, it was old houses, and it was one square block that they just knocked off 4 inches. Well, where I live outside of Richmond, Virginia, if there's a site like that and you're not the first one on it, you might as well be Ricky Bobby. You might as well be the last one, because the next day is going to be posted. And we had talked to a construction guy, and he said, you can go out there, but we're fencing it and posting it tomorrow morning. And that's exactly what we did. We had 4 hours to go out there and hunt. We found a Confederate button. I found a dozen Indian heads, all kinds of pottery, all kinds of like melted bullets, carved bullets, cool stuff. That wasn't a good night for me. So going metal detecting on Mother's Day, I would advise against it. So that's a little fun story from the Relic room. As far as do I drive far and wide and how much time do you get away for work? So because of my career schedule, I only work 10 days a month, but I work 24 hours at a time. And I do drive far and wide. In the last year, I've driven to upstate New York. That was 12 hours one way in the fall. And this spring, I drove 12 hours south to see my friend Larry and go digging in Florida. And that was 12 hours the other way. So I will drive for a Relic spot. So I don't mind that at all. So Virginia is overloaded with history, but I do love going new places and metal detecting all over the place. Personally, I've dug in Virginia. I've never dug in Maryland. I've dug in upstate New York, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Wyoming, and Montana right now. So I think I got 8 states. I'm interested if you guys, how many states have you guys gone out and metal detected in? Drop that in the comments. I'd be really interested to know. I'd love to metal detect in all 50 states just to say I've done it. So DF Digger, what is up, my friend? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Yep, exposure to fossils. That's right. It was a great time. It was a great time in Florida. Northern Florida, like, it's very rural and it's beautiful and it's warm. NC Diggins has dug in 4 states. Ezra just his one. I got some big plans. I have big plans in 2021. I would love to put together a small group gold prospecting trip to Alaska. Not more than 10 people. And it would be all inclusive and learn how to pan, how to dredge, how to run a sluice, how to metal detect, do it all. Then Blue Diggers, what's up? Thank you for the super chat, my friend. That's awesome. The Diggin Canucks here hanging out as well. Metal Sharks is here. Man, we got all kinds of cool kids here hanging out. Probably the coolest. Banditos is here. Nice to see you. Yeah, we're just having a lovely time on a Saturday evening. We shouldn't be going anywhere, right? I guess most people are still underneath the quarantine stuff. We won't talk about that. DK says, take my money now for the Alaska trip. If I can get this trip, which I'm gonna work on it really hard right now. Basically, it'll be all inclusive, meals, lodging, everything. You just bring your machine and you learn how to do it all. But I want to rent out the entire camp. So if we can rent the whole camp, 4-wheelers, side-by-sides, everything, it'll be. My guess is it would be somewhere along the lines of traveling to England. It would be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go prospect in Alaska. So Larry Stewart says Alaska or bust. Absolutely. Liz, I bet you're going nuts. I bet you're going crazy waiting to get out. So I hope you get out tomorrow. And I hope you have a great Mother's Day, Liz. So the other thing I wanted to, this is kind of more of a YouTube thing, but if anyone is interested in growing their channel and changing things up, please contact me. I'm working on a few things, and I'm looking for someone who has a channel that they want to make it grow, and I want to help with that. So we are going. I'd like to do that for somebody. So hit me up, send me an email. You can find my email in the about section on under my channel description. Mark said he loved pen. Absolutely. He'll fish. Yeah. So the cool place about this camp is they'll take you fishing too. So you can, I mean, like you can go fishing for a day. You can go hiking for a day. You can go, or you can just go pan and move gold, like look for gold. So, but we'll see. We will see. So that's another really big plan I have. I think it'd be really neat to put that together. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We knocked down 32 minutes here, just me rambling and hanging out with you awesome folks. Maybe we'll stop in Ontario and visit Liz, or have Liz come join us. So I did pick out a couple relics that I wanted to kind of highlight out of the relic room. A lot of times, yeah, absolutely, Julie. Something to look forward to. We need a vacation for a vacation. Absolutely. I would consider not going to Diggin in Virginia if I could go to Alaska for a week. It would be off the charts. But I picked out a few items. Oftentimes I have folks ask me about the relic room and my collection that's all here in the back. And it's not all lit up the way I want it to be. I've got some displays I'm working on over here. I got some artillery shells I'm working on, like creating a proper display for. But I wanted to highlight 3 items. They're very, I'm calling them mundane items, but they are everyday life items. So what I have to show you that has really cool history is a set of eating utensils. Now these two eating, the fork and the knife, which actually has a maker's mark all right in there, probably date from somewhere, I guess, the late 1700s. Their bone handle, this style fork was popular for a very long time, so it makes it very difficult to date them. But this is a very cool, and it's not like the butter knife of typical. It's very sharp still. The maker mark on it is Est. It has a VR and a crown, and it says S. Frost shear steel. And honestly, it hasn't rusted for as old as it is, and probably you could still get to eating a vegetable or something with it. But here is the spoon, and so the spoon is a coin silver spoon, found metal detecting, and that's how it came out of the ground. She's rough, but on the back side it has a maker's mark, and it's from the silversmith of Mitchell. Mitchell was a southern silversmith right here in Richmond. They it does have a nice little engraving here. It's very difficult to see, but Mitchell was a silversmith who joined firms with a gentleman named Tyler, and they created Mitchell and Tyler silversmiths. They made mostly coin silver, and this is probably coin silver where you would have had your coins and you would have gone to Mitchell or Tyler and said, hey, I need some eating utensils. Here's all my coins. They would have made you a fresh set of spoons or serving fancy things like that. But that's what they would have done, and they would have kept some of the coins as part of the payment for making you nice eatery. But at the break of the American Civil War, Mitchell and Tyler no longer needed a silversmith business, and they switched over to manufacturing buttons, and specifically Virginia buttons, Virginia coat buttons, and they were manufactured during the Civil War period. And They are very cool, and it's kind of a neat history that, when Ford switched over from making cars during World War II to making supplies for the war effort, Mitchell and Tyler had done that about 100 years prior, well, not quite 90 years prior, during the American Civil War, and many manufacturers had done that. So, little piece of cool history from right here in the Relic Room. I think that was a good highlight, right? What do you guys think? And there's a lot more history on stuff like that. The Canfield brothers and a lot of other different folks who did very much the same stuff. So, everybody still here? Did I lose everybody? Picks. Oh, there we go. Yeah, history of the finds is one of my favorite things about metal detecting. Absolutely. And I've been working on stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Oh, Scuba Sonia's here. Hey, Sonia. So yeah, I like the history of the items that I have here as much as not all these items I dug. Some of them were purchased, but it's cool. It's cool to understand the things that happened prior to ownership, because after all, we are only stewards of the items we find. We don't get to keep them forever, and one day someone else will have them in their possession. So, pretty neat though. Pretty cool stuff. We've been here for 38 lovely minutes, and I think it's been a good time. So, what do you guys think? Anything else? Drinking. Brad's in rare form, enjoying juice. So there we go. Huge shout out to the new members who've joined. Brad, Kristen, Underwater Canuck, Ezra for joining in. Incredible super chat, Julie. Thank you so much. Brandon said, "What are my future thoughts on live streams?" Future live streams. I really like what Metal Detecting NYC is doing with in the field hunts, and I'd like to do some of that with relic hunts. If I set them up, they will be scheduled so you guys know, and you guys can come and hang out. I will probably transition from here in the Relic Room, but like maybe only a couple times a year for the next year or so, foreseeably. And then I will do a lot of field stuff and a lot of more geared towards teaching and learning machines and stuff like that. Maybe some ACE stuff. I had the intention of doing this a long time ago, but I got caught up in the interview stuff, which I absolutely love. I love the interviews. I think it's great. I think if you have a YouTube channel right now, you should really consider the value of what you're presenting in a live stream. And I say that here because I think the live stream market is currently saturated and everybody's stepping on top of each other. But that's up for you to make your own decision with that. But we will be doing some more field stuff. We'll probably do some location live streams where we're hanging out, like at the beach blast, Diggin in Virginia, or who knows where else, doing some live stream and catching up, just probably occasionally. So if you guys are if I know you guys are subbed to the channel, make sure that you're ringing the bell so you get the notifications that a live stream comes up. Elusive One, nice to see you, my friend. Glad you're here. Who else popped in? BC Treasure Trails and Dirt Nerds. Thanks for jumping in, guys. This is kind of just a just kind of informal hangout. I probably will add an interview live stream, but we're gonna gonna be very very, I won't say particular, but calculated. There's some people that I'm really interested in talking to, and maybe it won't be a live stream format. Maybe it'll just be an interview because some of those folks aren't comfortable with doing it live. I will probably have to do that as an interview format. There is there's some really epic relic hunters, long time relic hunters that I'd like to sit down and do an interview with. I mean, these guys were from the beginning. They wrote some of the reference books that I have here, and they have stories that would just floor you. In fact, one of the gentlemen that I'd like to invite and do an interview with, and I need to sit down and talk to, he dug 168 United States military belt buckles in 3 days. He's dug over 2,500 militia belt buckles in his time relic hunting. And I would really like to sit down and do a nice interview just to hear some of those things. So, Randy, nice, thanks, man. Glad to see you in here. Gary's Digs said, when's the beach blast? It's still going on. We're going to do October 17th and 18th. There is a code there to get you a discount on a hotel room. It's a great hotel. We've been talking to them all during this whole pandemic thing, and they're staying up to date. They sanitize all of their rooms when they change them over. They're cleaning all of the event spaces really well. And we picked a really solid hotel. They're great, great people with a lot of opportunities and activities for the family as well. If you bring your family to Virginia Beach for the weekend, I did talk to the Gigmaster. He said he was out on Virginia Beach in the last few days. He dug 3 silver rings, no golds on these trips, but he said the gold's there waiting. He's just got to get his coil over it. So it's going to be a great event, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. So, I think that's about all we got this evening. I absolutely, I'll tell you, Gary, just bring your daughter and tell her to come hang out at the beach. She get married at the beach, it'll be fine. No, congratulations to your daughter. But we'll be sorry. We're going to miss you. So yeah, it's just, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff on the horizon. We're working really hard to bring some different opportunities to folks, whether it's fossil hunting, whether it's an organized metal detecting event, or whether it's just the opportunity to see some different places you wouldn't normally get to see. And really, I'm really focused on thinking out of the side of the box when it comes to researching and finding places to dig. So she's just gonna have to shout out to Australia. Right on, Australia. Israel, thanks for popping in. So we're gonna be looking for some new stuff like that. And then we're gonna be entertaining some other new ideas. I got some folks from a TV show that have been contacting me. I've had this happen before, and I'm sure it'll happen again, but we'll talk to them and see what they want to do. If they want to make a fair representation of searching for history, we'll consider it. But if they want to have me and a couple guys bouncing off of trees and doing backflips or planting stuff in the ground and screaming "boom baby," probably not going to happen. Working on a site that's been in a family for over 100 years and never been detected. Hope to invite a few key people. Right on, man. That sounds like a great spot. Ezra's been filming a TV show. Right on, man. I'd love to hear about that. I respect the honest. Right on, man. Right on. So, yeah. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. We've hung out for 45 minutes. And if you didn't catch the finest rap music you've ever heard, I know a lot of people don't like rap music, but when you hear this on the way out, you're going to be absolutely floored. So, yeah, that's just a little channel update. It's been for an impromptu, let's put this together and make it happen. That's what that is. That's what this has been. This summer's going to be great. Don't let whatever this is happening now or here get you down. If you can't go out and dig, there's 1,000 other things to do. And if you ever need anybody to talk to, shoot me an email. I'll call and give me a shout, and I'll make it happen. I'll listen to anybody for sure. Dirt Nerd said, glad we're doing well. What are your thoughts on the Apex? It's going to be interesting. I'm going to wait till Friday to drop anything else on the Apex. I want to see their live stuff. I want to think about it in a open, non-biased way when they actually put out the features. I have some ideas of what I think it's going to be, but I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it to myself right now. If you guys want my reaction videos, they're all in the video section. They're fairly popular. I didn't think it was going to be like that. I thought maybe a couple people to watch it and go, "You're an idiot," but keep moving. So the Metal Shark says they have a big channel announcements right on. That's absolutely awesome. Traveling Troy wanted to stop in, say hi. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're absolutely awesome. Thank you for stopping in. Huge shout out tonight to Julie for the absolutely massive super chat. You're off the charts generous. Mind blown. 2 new channel members, 2 new members of the Gone Diggin' crew, Ezra and Brad. Thank you so much for showing up and hanging out. House in New York brothel token I found in a little country town of Australia. Those people got around, Israel. If you guys want to send me a link or drop me a line on anything, you can always go over and let's see if we can pull it up. Nope, not that one. Not that one. We'll go ahead and do this. And you can drop a link right here on the Gone Diggin' Facebook group. It's a great way to share content. We don't share links to channels or to videos. It's just a way to interact with your fellow people who watch Gone Diggin' or hang out. There's all kinds of good stuff. And Israel, if you would like to drop that picture in there, I'm sure there's a lot of people in here that would love to see that as well. So please do that. Super cool. Just my name's on the channel. Yeah. So there we go. That's it. That's all. This has Gone Diggin' live from the Relic Room. We've got history we've talked about. We've talked about channel junk. No one cares. We've hung out together as friends in places far away. That I really like. I love that every time we get to do this. And we've dropped some channel news. It's going to be fun. This year is going to be a great year. You know how we always end this? I hope this week you're able to go out and find some history. But if you're not able to go out and find some history, I hope you're able to go out and make history. Whether that's big history, whether you change the world or you change somebody, something, or someone local to you and make their day better, I hope you're able to do that this week. As always, I appreciate you and what you do for me and my family. My name's Matt. This has Gone Diggin' live from the Relic Room. Thank you guys for watching. Sweet rap music in 3, 2, 1.
Gone diggin', we treasure hunt, so what you swingin'? Gone diggin', we treasure hunt, so what you swingin'? Gone diggin', hunt, so what you swinging? Gone digging, we treasure hunt, so what you swinging?
The Virginia in the house, but not the House of Burgesses. One's got a relic room, the other's for emergencies.
Say what?
Yeah, Matt's a mellow fellow, got swag of Monticello. The Hoovers give a damn, invite him to their jams where they dig up all the yellow.
Yellow.
Channel grows like Portobello, Gigmaster on the text, Aquachigger on the cello, asking questions to the best, takes his practice up a level. Rock the mic like Neville, going live from the Relic room, he's streaming with the rebel. He's got the master plan, stopped together like a Lego. The man deserves an ego, dug a 1600s coin, used an oversized shovel. He could sweep it on the land and can scuba underwater. He's a student of the game and his brain is getting bigger from all the dedication that he has to treasure hunting.
Gone digging, we treasure hunt, so what you swinging? Gone digging, we treasure hunt, so what you swinging? Gone digging, we treasure hunt, so